Hey guys, welcome back to the shop and thanks for checking out the video. In today's video, we're going to be making a set of bookends, and I thought it'd be fun to go for a little bit more natural look. So I think we're going to make this out of a log. So let's go ahead and get right into it. All right, so for this project, I went out to the wood pile and I got this piece of yew. At least I think it's yew. And I think that it'll look really good for this project. I like the way that this outside looks, and I think if we get some of these rough edges kind of sanded down, it could have a real nice look to the curve or the sides of the bookends. So let's get this thing split up and see what we're working with. All right, now that we have our block of wood all cut out, we're going to go ahead and start sanding on all these cut edges. From there, once we get that sanded up, we'll start working on the top. We've got it sanded up to 400, so we're going to go ahead and put some mineral oil on there and then sand it down with some double-aught steel wool. The reason we do that is the mineral oil will soak into the grain and actually raise the grain a little bit in some areas. And so as we sand down those raised areas, it'll give us a really nice smooth finish to our piece. All right, that's feeling super smooth. That's really nice. I like the way that that's turning out. So right now we are not going to be fully finishing the back. It is sanded up to 400, but with all these cracks in here, I want to fill it with something fun, and I haven't quite decided what I want to fill it with yet, and so I think we'll save that until a later video. So for now, let's go ahead and get this top piece finished, and then we can get this thing cut in half. All right, we got this side to a pretty good spot. As you saw, we did run into some worm damage, but all in all, I think it turned out okay. We did go down a little bit deeper than what I wanted to into the sapwood, but I think it kind of exposed a fun little pattern that we made there. So let's go ahead and get this thing flipped over and we'll get to the other side. All right, so as you can see, there are a couple of spots where some of these wormholes are a little bit deeper than the other ones that we've kind of sanded past, and I'm afraid that if we sand past those, we're going to change some of the contours and the overall look to our log, and I don't want to do that. So instead, we're going to go ahead and fill those with a little bit of CA glue, and we're going to leave the sawdust that's in them right where it is so that it can bind with the CA glue and help blend it into the wood a little bit better. So let's go ahead and get to filling those. All right, we've got everything sanded up to 400 grit, so let's get some mineral oil on this, just like we did on the front, and then we'll go ahead and take it over to the bandsaw. I knew that we would have some colors pop, but I wasn't quite expecting all of that. That's beautiful. That's really, really pretty. And I don't know if it's showing up on the camera, but it is gorgeous. All right, we've got our log now cut in half and we have our bookends. So all that is left now is just to get these sides all sanded up and then we're ready to go. All right, now that we have our insides all nice and sanded up, we're gonna go ahead and get some of my finish on here and then we're good to go. All right, we've got our finish all in place, so the project is now complete. I'm happy with how it turned out. A pretty simple project today, just a couple of cuts with the bandsaw and some sanding, but I'm really happy with how it turned out. I love the way that this top looks on here. It's really, really pretty. We got a lot of different variations in the grain, and I think that this is going to look really nice on the bookshelf. The only thing left to do is to get some books in here and get you guys some close-up shots. Thanks so much for checking out the video, and we'll see you on the next one.